we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between our visitors and our home team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 13. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. It's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Following the interception, Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Well upfield, right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Devin McCourty brings him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 46-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Looking deep for Adams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 46 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Crusaders 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
2nd and 14. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. With the score, Crusaders 7, Seahawks nothing.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. Love from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Love looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Is a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
And this is not the way to start the drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Good job.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The ball keeps moving.
Caught inside the ends. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
throwing the hold. They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Love going to give this one to Jones. And some room to maneuver. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Love. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Love now on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
The 37-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Quickly out wide is Love. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relaxing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
He's just scored Crusaders 21, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And
his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Marlon Mack ready to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back. Give them some.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to throw to make a final call game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Love. All it in is Kittle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And a Brooklyn 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 92 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And some room to work.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete.
A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A second down throw for Love. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Crusaders 49, Seahawks 15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
Let's see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. And a Brooklyn first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Crusaders 56.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.